opportunity in front of the goal. The shot, and they score! And he caught it! Touchdown, Geiger! How did he haul that in?
And she's going to go around the French and scores! Kayla Puppy! Shot for three. That one is good. He nails another one.
Moving slowly in. Tries to go to the backhand and scores! And your winner on the penalty shot puts the Raiders up 1-0.
All right, welcome to Northfield Live. Today's matchup between the Byron Bears and Northfield Raiders. We're here in the Red Wing Athletic Field for the section finale of the Section 1 AAA tournament. I'm tonight's play-by-play announcer, Joey Hudson, joined by Gabe Heinritz. Adam Reister is going to do the producing, and Lance Reister is going to run the camera. So we got a matchup tonight between the 1 and 3 seed. Raiders have lost already in the double elimination tournament. Byron has not yet. So Raiders need to take 2 tonight to take home the section crown and go to state.
Yep.
12.
Exactly the situation the Raiders really weren't hoping to be, but Byron was looking for. Byron being the 3 seed, Raiders being the 1. Byron took down the Raiders 3-1 back on Saturday to get themselves here. Raiders now need 2 games to win, a doubleheader basically in this section final if they want to put themselves into the state tournament.
Oh, yeah. Raiders lost 3-1 in their last matchup last Saturday. We got senior ace Nolan Thompson on the mound today, Big 9 pitcher of the year. So I'll be very excited for the first game. We do have Tyler Hughes, who started Saturday's game against Byron, ready to start game 2. Can't imagine he'd go too long in that game, as they did rattle off 5 straight singles in the 6th inning of that game. But, yeah.
And then for the Byron Bears tonight, they have their sophomore 2-man, I should say their 2-spot guy, Gavin Bartell, been a real good pitcher for them this year. Interesting to see how this sort of senior ace for the Raiders faces off against the sophomore 2nd-man for the Byron Bears, especially in a crucial section final first game here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to run a quick ad break before we come back for some coaches' interviews. Thank you for watching NorthfieldLive.com.
For 12-plus years of notable success as an independent brokerage, Professional Pride Realty has joined forces with Century 21 Atwood to provide you with even more exceptional real estate experiences. With over 17 offices throughout Minnesota, Century 21 Atwood has been proudly serving Minnesota's real estate needs since 1867. Professional Pride Realty is proud to be partnering with Century 21 Atwood. We look forward to continuing to serve you with the same level of excellence you have come to expect from us. Now with the added support and expertise of Century 21 Atwood.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. We're swinging into spring. Spring is the time to get outdoors. Yard cleanup, time at the lake, the golf course, or on the beach. This year, let's make this a spring free of glasses or contacts. And Ritchie Eye and LASIK want to help you swing into spring with up to $500 off all of our LASIK treatments.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Service Master.
And we are back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. We're here with the Raider Baseball team here in Red Wing facing off against the Byron Bears. Basically down 1-0 in a 3-game series to take the section crown. We're going to go down to A.J. Reister with the Byron head coach Jordan Bale for a quick pregame interview brought to you by Century 21 Atwood.
I am here with the Byron head coach Jordan Bale. Coach, big win against the Raiders last weekend. You got to skip the elimination round. You're straight into the championship game. What were your thoughts after that one?
That's a big win for sure. The last couple of years we've been in that spot and we've lost, but on Saturday we were able to get over that hump. But still got a long ways to go. It was a great matchup between two great teams and two great pitchers, and ball just kind of bounced our way a little bit more. So looking forward to this one today.
And Quinton Holmes went all 7 innings for you guys in that one. How big was it for him to go that long, and what were some of the conversations after the game about how he did?
That's one thing that we kind of preached all year is just throwing strikes and getting ahead on hitters, and that's what he was able to do. Not only throw strikes, but live on the edges and trust the defense, and the defense came to make plays, and that's what we've been talking about all year is just if our pitchers come and do their job and the defense does their job, then it's really setting us up for success.
You've had about 5 days since that semifinal round. What have been the conversations leading up to this championship game with your guys?
Pretty much exactly what I just, reiterated. Just come out and do your job, whether you're on the mound, whether you're in the box or playing defense, come out and do your job, and everything else will take care of itself.
And then finally, Holmes did go 7, like we said before. Who's starting on the bump for you guys here tonight?
Starting on the bump will be our sophomore, Gavin Bartell. He threw 7 innings against Red Wing, and it's kind of the same recipe that Holmes had on Saturday. Just come out and get ahead on hitters and live on the edges and trust defense to make plays for us.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, here with the Raider head coach, Josh Spitzak. Coach, a little bit longer day on Saturday, but you got the job done against Winona to get here on Wednesday. What were your thoughts after that weekend series?
Yeah, obviously, guys were a little disappointed, but what was good is we relaxed a little bit and then bounced back and gave ourselves a chance today. That's all you can do, and now we know we just got to win 2 today. But again, that's something we knew going into Saturday. You lose that first one and you're going to sit around for a little bit, but they responded. So.
And then you've had about 5 days to kind of sit, relax, and think about things. What's been your message to the guys over those 5 days leading up to the championship game here today?
I've talked to them a lot about, community members and, friends and family, just talking about, still believing that we can do this. And, we know it's, a little tougher now that you got to win 2, but it's still an opportunity. And, be ready to go today and not really treat it differently, but just plan to play 2 games today and have that mentality right away.
You got Tom's pitching game 1. How's he feeling going into this game?
Tom's has been a gamer all year. He's always ready when he gets the ball, and I think he knows the importance of this first game, and he'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Yep, thank you.
All right, thank you to Josh Spitzak and Jordan Bale for those interviews, and thank you, Adam Reister, for doing them. Great interviews there. Byron is a team who was used to this big stage. They made it to the section finals last year. They lost to Winona in their first game of that. They're up 1-0 here in this one this year. So we'll see if they can turn that around. Gabe, any takeaways from those interviews?
I think that the Raiders should be prepared to play 2 games. They have their man, Nolan Thompson, on the mound. I think Josh Spitzak said that was huge for them. Nolan knows what he has to do. Obviously, being the Big 9 pitcher of the year, pretty big expectations from him. And I think for Byron, it's to keep using their weapons and be comfortable. As you said, Joey, they were here last year. They're here a lot. They're already up a game, basically, if you think about it like a 3-game series. So I think both teams are evenly matched, and I think we're going to see good baseball.
Yeah, Nolan has had a great year so far. Like you said, Big 9 best pitcher, Big 9 all section, Raider MVP for this year, so we'll see what he has in store for us here. Jordan Bale, a guy, he seems very proud in this team so far. They've done a great job. They've gone 3-0 so far in the section tournament, and they're looking to close it out undefeated in this tournament here. And they'll definitely be doing the best they can. Raiders looking to stay here. Those interviews were brought to us by Century 21 Atwood Professional Pride Group. They're unstoppable together. We're going to run a quick ad break here and be back for the starting lineups.
I'm Jared Finstuen, Commercial Loan Officer with Community Resource Bank. At Community Resource Bank, we believe banking is about helping people. Every client relationship is unique, and we are committed to helping find the right solution for our customers. Loan decisions are made locally, and we are always there when our customers need us. Community Resource Bank is here for your personal or business banking needs. Stop into one of our branches today so we can get you started with a tailored plan to help meet your unique financial needs. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Go Raiders!
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Here's an opportunity in front of the goal. The ball is shot, and they score! And he caught it! Touchdown, Geiger! How did he haul that in?
And she's going to go around the front. She scores! Kayla Puppy! Shot for three. That one is good. He nails another one.
Moving slowly in. Tries to go to the backhand and scores! And your winner on the penalty shot. Puts the Raiders up 1-0.
Kids are constantly changing, both physically and emotionally. That means the challenges of parenting change too. At Northfield Hospital and Clinics, our pediatricians are experts in kids. Our pediatric team works with you to provide the best individualized care and guidance through all your child's stages of growth. And we take the time to listen to your questions and concerns too. When only the best for your kids will do, schedule an appointment with the pediatric team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics, partnering with you for a lifetime of care.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
All right, we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. We're going to quickly run through the visiting team Byron Bears lineup brought to you by Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Leading off for them is the shortstop, number 2, Tyler Fox. Then it's the third baseman, number 7, Isaiah Brennan. Then it'll be number 11, the catcher, Jake Koshny. Then it is the center fielder, Reed Beelan. Then the second baseman, Spencer Neerman. Then it'll be out in left field, number 14, Kalen Hubert for them. The DHing for them, for the pitcher, number 5, Owen Jefferson Kroc. And then at first, it'll be Nick Netsky. Out and right, it'll be Quentin Holmes. And on the mound will be Gavin Bartell. We're going to do the national anthem real quick and be back for the Raiders starting lineup. right. So we're going to run through the Raiders lineup here, brought to you by Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Leading off for the Raiders, the shortstop, Jake Geiger. Then it'll be the second baseman, Spencer Melgren. Out in center for the Raiders is number 13, Cam Kaiser. Out in left is Austin Kep. Hitting number 5 and playing third base is Aaron Reister. Playing first and hitting sixth is Jake Eschen. Then the DH for his brother is Seth Thompson. Out and right is Tyler Hughes. And behind the plate for the Raiders is Gabe Sawyer. And as I said, Nolan Thompson is on the mound but not hitting in this game. We're going to run a quick ad break and be back to you for some Raider baseball action. Those lineups were brought to you by Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Skip the waiting room and take care of common illnesses with the new eCare option. Check out the Northfield Hospital and Clinics website for more information.
Running is my passion. Even on the busiest days, I make time to lace up. When knee pains started to slow me down, I knew it was my move, and I chose the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Their personalized care was phenomenal. They listened to my concerns and took the time to explain my options. Thankfully, I didn't need surgery. With the right treatment and information on how to take care of my knee, I'm ready for the road ahead. I appreciate the extra care the orthopedics team gave me at Northfield Hospital and Clinics.
And we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Leading off for the Byron Bears here is going to be the senior Tyler Fox. Gabe, you got something to say about Nolan's pitching here?
Yeah, as we wait and get ready for first pitch here, Nolan Thompson, who said it before, Big 9 pitch of the year. The pitch of the year for the Northfield as first pitch comes in, pops straight up. Tough foul ball play here. Gabe Sawyer under it for the first out here of this section final. Well done. I'm just about to talk about how well Thompson's been doing, and sure enough, the first pitch he gets himself an out. 41.1 innings pitched this year. Probably the best pitching start and resume I've ever seen, a 7-0 record. He's allowed 14 runs on 30 hits with only 10 walks and 39 strikeouts, a 1.058 ERA. So just such a dominant pitcher here. And obviously we see that 2 straight strikes. He's already got himself an out against a very lethal Byron Bears team.
Yeah, absolutely. This Byron Bears team is very good. It is the third baseman, Isaiah Brennan. He made some noise in our game last Saturday. He's a senior for this Byron Bears team. He made some great plays at the hot corner. And there's strike 2, brings us to a 1-2 count very quickly with 1 out.
Yeah, as you were saying, Joey, Isaiah Brennan, 20 hits on the season, 303 average, 472 on-base percentage. One of those senior leaders that they look for to get them going. Did some damage against the Raiders last time, and hoping to get the Byron Bears started today.
Yeah, went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run in our game last Saturday. That is grounded up the middle. Jake Geiger almost makes that play on the dive, but it goes into center field for a base knock for Isaiah Brennan.
Well done by Isaiah Brennan there, especially on a 2-2 count where Nolan Thompson's looking to really change something up. Lines a hard ground ball straight up the middle. Nice try by Geiger there. Couldn't grab it on the diving attempt, and Isaiah Brennan starts the Bears off.
Yeah, so here's the senior and Jake Koshny, the catcher for this Byron Bears team. Brennan is a junior, so that was a nice job by the junior there, staying calm with a 2-2 count, knowing what he was given, and just taking it right back up the middle to Thompson. Geiger made a great effort just to get there, but he dove for it. Looked like it just took a bad hop over or just under him. That ball is lined in the center field. Cam Kaiser coming in, but it'll fall for a base knock. Brennan's going to stay at second. So now there's runners on first and second with 1 out.
Byron threatening here early. I mean, I'm not surprised to see it, Joey. We saw what they could do when they got used to Tyler Hughes last Saturday. Obviously 5 straight singles, and that doesn't surprise me from Koshny either. 23 hits on the season, batting .329. Just the 2-3 combo that they're looking for, and now brings up a very dangerous Reed Beelan.
Yeah, Beelan, a senior. He lifts that into left center. Austin kept going over, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And no runners can advance, so now there's going to be 2 outs with runners on first and second for the senior Spencer Neerman.
That's really a tough one. Byron was hoping to have that Beelan at bat back. He went 2 for 4 last time against the Raiders, scoring 1 of the 3 runs, and had 3 walks on the day too. So a guy that they were hoping that would drop one down and score a run, but now the Raiders up with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Yeah, Beelan's also a speedy guy, swiped a base on us there. So Spencer Neerman, the hitter now, he flashed the leather on the Saturday too. He made a nice diving catch, and that ball is ripped into left field for a base hit. Runner being waved. Kep's throw, not going to be there. Byron takes a quick 1-0 lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard here in the top of the first with 2 outs and a base knock from Spencer Neerman.
The Raiders got to be ready for this. Byron coming up firing 3 straight singles this first inning, and it could come from anyone. This Byron team is lethal. They've got hitters, and Spencer Neerman single knocks in a run for Byron, and they're quickly up 1-0.
And here's a tall lefty, and Kalen Hubert, he swings through that one. Hubert, another senior on this team. They got a lot of seniors.
Hubert, one of the best batters, 31 hits, leads the team in hits, .437 batting average. We see as he fouls that one off, down 0-2 now. That doesn't stop him from hitting the baseball, though. 28 RBIs. This kid is a machine at the plate. Very dangerous. And even with 0-2, 2 outs, he can do some damage and maybe even bring 1 or 2 of these Byron runners.
And he calls time there. Byron has 7 seniors in their lineup today and a sophomore on the mound for them. So we're going to see, they got a big senior class here. They'll look to make some noise here. Thompson's pitch, taking ball high and away. Looked kind of like a pitch out almost. So it's 1-2 now with 2 outs and runners on first and second.
This is something Thompson's not really used to. Usually hitters don't grab 3 straight off the rip in this top of the first. Usually it takes batters a couple times. This one's fouled straight back towards us.
Yeah, Thompson, very aggressive pitcher, loves to get up in the count and just send them right back to the dugout. But this Byron team is taking what he's given and just putting it in play. They did that in the last game. That's how they got all their runs. They ran about 5 straight singles. That ball's taken high. So now it's 2-2, and the ball got past Thompson a little bit there. Looks like he had a little trouble. Not sure exactly. I wasn't looking at it, but 2-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Thompson trying to get him to swing here. And he checks the swing. Yes, he did. Thompson sets him down. But Byron does take a 1-0 lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the bottom of the first. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Auto Haus is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, all Valley Auto Haus technicians are iCar trained and certified by all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle repairs. Valley Auto Haus on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohaus.net. Go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
And we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com here in the bottom of the first. Raiders already down 1-0 to the Byron Bears on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're going to have Gabe run through a quick synopsis of the stats on the Byron pitcher Gavin Bartell.
Yep, Gavin Bartell, sophomore for the Byron Bears. Their number 2 man. Very solid, 31.1 innings pitched. Not as great of a record as Nolan Thompson, but still very respectable, 4-2. He's given up 12 runs on 29 hits. That is 1 less run than their ace Holmes that we saw last week face the Raiders. Holmes today out in right field. And Bartell's had 13 walks on 32 Ks, 2.381 ERA. So obviously, stats-wise, Nolan Thompson looks to be the better pitcher. But as we've seen, it's really not about how well the pitcher can do, but about how well the hitters can hit. We saw that last inning. Byron, 3 singles. They scored a run. Let's see if the Northfield Raiders can get 3 singles and score a run too, or anything better even.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't even seen him really pitch yet, but judging by those stats, Gavin Bartell going to make some noise in Minnesota high school baseball for years to come.
For sure, for sure. Stepping in now, Jake Geiger, a guy who's been solid in that leadoff spot, batting .341 on the season. Definitely a guy that the Raiders need to get on if they hope to score some runs this bottom of the first.
Yeah, Geiger took that one high and in for ball one. So good start there.
Geiger's the guy. If you have been with us before, we say every time he doesn't really like to swing at that first one. He usually waits, and here he gets strike one on him. Now we'll start seeing Geiger attempt to swing the bat or even be ready for when a close pitch is there.
Yeah, absolutely. Really smart hitter, loves to drive up that count, see every pitch that he can. Takes that one, brings us to 2-1.
This is a count two, this 2-1 count. We definitely saw it Stewartville, I believe. They love to get that 2-1 count and drive as we see Geiger take. Oh, ball he didn't really like. Low strike, 2-2 now. Bartell fires that one back.
Yeah, 2-2, both strikes in that similar spot and looked a little low and away. But it looks like that's going to be a pitch that's getting called all day. Geiger opened up the zone there and swung and missed on a pitch up and away. He saw the ump had opened up the zone, or that's just his zone is a little outside. So he had to open up his zone, and that's just not a pitch that he would usually swing at. But here's a guy who went 2 for 3 in the Byron game on last Saturday, Spencer Melgren.
And two big hits, both sliding in to first base on hustle plays. So well done by Spencer Melgren as he rips that one into right field, sprinting out, make sure he gets his team going. And so far, Joey, we've had near first inning top two guys. They had an out to start the game and then both base hits. So we could see some magic here from the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. Spencer hustling out every single ball he puts in play. And here's Cam Kaiser, a guy with a lot of speed and a lot of power.
Yeah, a lot of power. 25 hits, 368 in the season. He leads the team, 14 stolen bases. Just the guy you want here following Spencer Melgren, and the Raiders hope that he can do something here.
Yeah, we can see the Byron catcher caution. He's setting up a little outside, trying to get that outside pitch already, as they've also recognized that that's a little open up out there too.
I think, though, if you've been watching Raider baseball all season, that's a dangerous pitch for a pitcher to throw, especially to Cam Kaiser. He has so much opposite field power. He has more triples than doubles on the season, and you'd wonder, well, how is that possible? Well, when you hit the ball to right field fence every time and have the speed that he does, you can really cook around the bases and end up getting a triple.
Yeah, absolutely. So now 1-1 to Kaiser, 1 out, Spencer Melgren on first. And the pitch fouled off.
We've seen both those there going to an opposite field foul territory. One fouled back into the fence and the other put out of the ballpark. And either Cam is just waiting for that perfect pitch or a little bit behind or just his opposite field power. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. Loves to go inside out. Really put a right fielder on his toes. And Spencer took off. That's grounded to the shortstop. He has no time to go to second, so he'll go to first to get Cam Kaiser out, but Spencer Melgren's on second and hit and run.
Yeah, well done by Cam Kaiser. That's what you have to do. When you get that hit and run sign, the runner will take off. You got to do your best to put it in play. Obviously, you want the hit. You want to push it to right, but he did something, and now Spencer Melgren attacking here in scoring position.
Yeah, anything's better than a fly ball that also gets Spencer Melgren out there. So here's Austin Kep, a guy who also has a lot of power in his bat.
Yeah, 439 on the season. Offensive player of the year for the Raiders. 36 hits. No one else is touching him for stats. 510 on-base percentage. Usually every other AB, this kid's getting on base. And right here is the time that the Raiders need him, especially with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, absolutely. Kep, big, tall guy, a lot of power in his bat, but he's also just hitting a lot of singles. He knows exactly what the pitcher is giving him. He knows where to hit it. Smart batter.
That's kind of what you need in these tight game situations as he fouls that one back off to right field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those short little hard hits to move guys around, or even ones that could potentially roll a lot and create time for runners to get around the bases.
Yeah, so 2 outs. Spencer Melgren on second. Raiders down 1-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard to the Byron Bears. We'll see what Kep can do here. He takes strike 2 there. He's down 1-2. And we'll see if he opens up his zone a little bit here.
so far, quick work for Gavin Bartel. 12 pitches in, gone through 3 batters already. Very efficient from him. I think we can expect that all night.
That ball is hitting to center field. Down for a base hit. Spencer Melgren being waved. Throw to the plate. Not there. And the Raiders tie it up 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Spencer points to Austin Kep as a thank you.
Speak of the devil, Joey. Did we not just say Kep knows when he's got to just put those little singles in? And sure enough, pops one. I wouldn't even say pop one. He floats one really into center field. And the speedy Spencer Melgren comes in to score. And we're tied 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a guy who he hasn't been in the lineup every day. He's been filling in here and there. And Aaron Reister hitting the 5-hole here. And we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch to him, taken for strike 1.
Aaron Reister batting .255 on the season, .362 on-base percentage. A guy that, obviously, as you said, Joey, hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time. But when he does, he's had very huge hits for the Raiders and looking to do it again.
Yeah, he can really put a ball in play here. Fouled that one off, brings us to 0-2.
However, a tough spot for him. He doesn't like being down when he does. He has struggled a little bit, but as we know, we've seen him. When he can put a ball in play, all he has to do is find a barrel.
Yeah, absolutely. Bartel's pitch, lined. Oh, the shortstop makes a nice play to recover there. Throws it on to first in time. Nice play by the shortstop there to end the inning. But Raiders tied up 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard off of 2 hits. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Having some technical difficulties.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
And we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Raiders tied the game up 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard here going into the top of the second. Had a little bit of technical difficulties here. But anyway, we're underway. Batter for Byron is
Owen Jefferson Kroc. I can talk about Kroc. He's probably their best hitter on the team. .460 batting average, .556 on-base percentage, the DH. We saw him DH last time the Raiders played, and right here the guy that Byron's hoping is in a perfect spot to get them going here in a second inning, but he is quickly down 0-2 to Nolan Thompson.
Yeah, Jefferson Kroc, one of the juniors on this team, just 1 of 2 in this lineup, and he takes that one for a ball.
We saw it the first game that they played, 2 defensive superstar teams, both really made great plays throughout the entire game. Today so far, good offenses from both teams as Kroc swings through that one, and Nolan Thompson picks up his first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Get into the chase a little bit there. Kroc recognized that it wasn't his best swing immediately. Here's Nick Netsky, a guy who went 2 for 3 with a double in our last game against the Byron Bears. Sent that double straight down the left field line. We'll see what he does here against Nolan Thompson. Swings and fouls that one off, and it went off Gabe Sawyer. Ooh. Looks like he's going to talk to Josh Spitzek here.
Yeah, he'll take some time to shake that one off.
I think it went straight down and back.
Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, from the looks of it, it does. But Nolan quickly up 1-0. Pretty much a big swing and miss. Not the best swing and Nick Netsky was hoping for on that pitch as Gabe walks this one off.
Yeah, not the greatest pitch to foul ball off of. Yeah, or not the greatest place to foul ball off of. That's what I meant to say. But looks like we're coming back. All right. Big Byron crowd here. Same with big Raiders crowd. That ball is popped up, foul and out of play. On top of the Raiders dugout. Brings us to 0-2.
Both these teams today, very juggernauts, is a good term to put it. By the looks of it so far, you probably couldn't tell who's the 1 and who's the 3.
Absolutely. Both very good teams. He checks his swing, fouls that one off. Almost a swing and bunt there.
As I was going to say before Nolan pitched there, both very strong teams. Don't know who's the 1, don't know who's the 3 by the looks of it, and that's what I think it'll be all game, especially in the Crucials Heat. Half bunts that.
They're going to let it roll, and it's going to stay fair. Perfect roll for Nick Netsky there on the check swing and bunt. It rolled straight down the third baseline, barely touched any grass.
And Nick Netsky is aboard to start the Byron Bears here in this top of the second.
Yeah, here's the 9-hole hitter in right fielder, Quentin Holmes. He started on the mound for Byron in our game against them last time. Through a complete game, only allowed 1 run. We'll see what he can do with the bat here. Lifts that one into right field, and it's down. Hughes Fields that throws it in, but now there's runners on first and second with 1 out. And we're back to the top of the order with Tyler Fox.
This Byron team, I don't know how much we mentioned it last time and how much we need to mention it today. They are such a hitting team. They have 5 guys with 20-plus hits, 1 touching 30-plus. They're a team that can just rip the baseball, and we've seen it so far. Nolan Thompson, unlike to a hitting-style team, Byron already has 5 hits on the day and 5 very good pieces of hitting, and it's shown for it with a 1-1 game on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. 0-1 now to Fox. And he'll take ball 1 there, 1-1 now. We haven't seen Fox hit too much against the Raiders. Still looking for his first hit in these 2 games, but in a prime position to do some damage here.
And for the Byron Bears, Fox isn't the biggest hitter, as that one's fouled back straight through the net.
Went into the crowd, even besides the net. It went straight up. There's a little bit of a gap there, hit off the other press box, basically. Went straight down to some Raiders fans. So now it's 1-2 here with 1 out and runners on first and second. And that ball is lifting into center field. Cam Kaiser going over, makes the catch on the line out. Threw it back to second, but not in time. So now there's 2 outs with runners on first and second.
I was about to say, Fox isn't their hitting guy. That's down lower in the order. However, he does have a very decent on-base percentage and stolen bases. So they're looking for him to get on with walks or a little bunt so that he can get on and steal. However, unable to do there as Cam Kaiser makes that play out in center.
Yeah, so here's a junior in Isaiah Brennan, the third baseman. He singled and scored a run in his last at-bat. And the first pitch to him, taken for strike 1. You can tell he's a very good hitter just by the look of him. Just the way he stands in the box, the way he takes a pitch even. Thompson's told to tuck in his jersey, I believe.
Brennan's another guy that's really dangerous, especially in this situation. He's already hit off of Thompson once. Thompson really has to do something different. He can't give him the same look, otherwise Brennan's most likely going to take that ball somewhere in the outfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And he hits that into right field. Hughes going over, makes the catch down the inning. Byron strands 2 on 2 hits. Game is tied 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the bottom of the second. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
And we're back to Ready Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Game's tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the second on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. And leading off for the Raiders here will be the lefty Jake Eschen. Lefty first baseman, but he can really go the opposite way for a base hit. So we'll see what he does here up against the sophomore in Gavin Bartell.
We saw him do it last Saturday against Byron. I believe it was a mid-game, third, fourth inning. I think he led off in that one too. Hit one straight through the 5-hole, got the Raiders going. They obviously weren't able to score off of it, but something that he looks forward to doing here again. Jake Eschen batting .271 on the season as he rips that one.
Shortstop gets there, has a little trouble, throw, just gets him. Beautiful play by the shortstop for Byron there by Tyler Fox. It was a great throw. He kind of lost his footing, had to double, put his foot down twice just to get the throw off. Beat him by about half a step.
Well done by Tyler Fox there. Great hard ball by Jake Eschen. The spot he was looking for. Grounds, Fox backhands it. Loses his footing, as Joey said, but then is able to fire it across the diamond to get the first out.
Yeah. So here's Tyler Hughes. Or no, this is Seth Thompson. Tyler Hughes is on deck, excuse me. He's a sophomore, so sophomore matchup here in the section finals.
Something you really don't see a whole lot of. A lot of these teams are senior and junior heavy. Guys that have the most experience and the most talent, but here are two talented sophomores.
Absolutely. And that pitch misses in, brings us to 2-0 here. Righty-lefty matchup here with a DH, Seth Thompson, hitting lefty. And the pitch from Bartell swung on and fouled off, straight backwards from Seth Thompson. So we're going to move to 2-1.
Seth Thompson has had some very good ABs this section tournament, some not so good ABs, but that's how baseball works. Drawn a lot of walks as of late as he looks to fight back here for this one. Fouls that one straight back. He's just missing it. He knows that if he gets a barrel on it, it can fly. Saw that the other day in practice. So Seth looking here, stepping in 2-2.
Yeah, Seth, like we said several times before, a sophomore. We'll see him for years to come on this Raiders team. And he swings and misses on that one. Nice pitch by Bartell to get Seth Thompson down. And there's two outs here with the bases empty for Tyler Hughes now.
Raiders obviously don't want to see this happen. Byron was able to grab another 2 hits off no one in the top of the second, where the Raiders here left still with 0 hits this inning. 2 very, very efficient outs for Gavin Bartell.
Absolutely. That ball's grounded. Second baseman going over. Fields it pretty cleanly. Throws on to first to end the inning. Raiders down 1-2-3. Game is tied 1-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the top of the third. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK, we're swinging into spring. Spring is here and it's time to get outdoors. Hiking, biking, boating, walking, or running. Let's make this a spring free of glasses or contacts. Ritchie Eye and LASIK will help you swing into spring with up to $500 off all of our LASIK treatments.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
It's the little things in life that matter the most, like spending time with my family. Hip pain started to slow me down, and it was time to get help. I did some research and decided on the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics. They listened to my concerns and helped me make an informed decision. 3 months later, I could not be happier. My hip feels great, and I'm back outside. I appreciate the personalized care I got from the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics.
And we're back to Ready Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Nolan Thompson back out for his third inning of work here in Red Wing. It is 79 degrees here in Red Wing and partially cloudy, and it is beautiful.
Slight breeze up here in the press box, too. I don't know if that's down by the field, but if it is, I'd say it's probably one of the best days for baseball, especially on a Wednesday night. And hopefully it gets cooler as the Raiders keep playing because they need to go to a second game to win the section finals.
Absolutely. So we're going to see Jake Koshny here, senior catcher. We're in number 11.
Koshny, a guy batting .329 in the season, 23 hits, 12 walks. Rips that one out the middle, right to Spencer Malgren. Routine play for him. And the Raiders start their third inning with a big out.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll bring up number 1, Reed Beelan, the center fielder. Yet another senior on this team.
Yeah, Beelan's last AB, something he wasn't looking for, especially with 2 runners on, 1 out. He did fly it out to Cap in left field, hoping this AB he can put one in play and get his Byron Bears going.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1-0 now. And Thompson's pitch brings us to 2-0.
Wow, that looked good.
Yeah, right on the black there. Beelan took it. Umpire decided it was a ball. Could have gone either way, but now it's 2-0. Thompson's pitch fouled off. So 2-1 now to the Byron Bears center fielder.
We are seeing a lot of aggressive hitting. Obviously, it's worked so far for Byron. 5 hits on the day so far against Thompson, only through 2 innings. As that one gets down this time, almost the same spot. Beelan digging hard for 2.
Kev had a little trouble with it. Beelan almost went for 2. He kept didn't come up with it right away. Had to go back down for it because it kind of died in that grass out there in left field. But Beelan will stay at second for the second baseman, Spencer Neerman, with 1 out.
Beelan successful that time, getting that one down to the left field. And now Byron threatens again. We've seen it so far. After they get 1 hit, they usually tend to get another. So very strong piece of hitting for the Byron Bears as Neerman goes up 1-0.
Yeah. So 1-0 here to Neerman. Neerman went 1 for 3 in our matchup last Saturday and drove in a run. Runner takes off. It's lifted into center field. Cam Kaiser coming in, and Beelan goes back.
Well done by Nolan there. Very crucial out to get with already a runner on. You do have 1 out. Got the second one. Short little fly out to Cam. I'm assuming Byron was trying to work a hit and run there. Tough luck for them. That one does not go through. And now the dangerous Kalen Hubert up.
Yeah, not your ideal hit and run ball there as Thompson misses outside. So 1-0 now with Beelan on first.
Byron Bears really annoyed that they have 2 outs right now, especially with Hubert at the plate.
That ball's going right back to Nolan Thompson. The third baseman makes the catch on the mound.
Well done by Nolan on that play. Just a fire, just a rocket even, straight back at him, catches it, and the Raiders get out of that one.
Yeah, perfectly calm, and Byron Strand's 1-on-1 hit. Game's tied, 1-1 going into the bottom of the third on NorthfieldLive.com.
I'm Jared Finstuen, Commercial Loan Officer with Community Resource Bank. At Community Resource Bank, we believe banking is about helping people. Every client relationship is unique, and we are committed to helping find the right solution for our customers. Loan decisions are made locally, and we are always there when our customers need us. Community Resource Bank is here for your personal or business banking needs. Stop into one of our branches today so we can get you started with a tailored plan to help meet your unique financial needs. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Go Raiders!
Valley Auto House is a full-service collision center, towing facility, and automotive repair shop. Servicing all makes and models, we do everything from oil changes, brakes, suspension, to full engine replacement. If you have a business, Valley Auto House is a state-certified DOT inspection and repair facility with the certified technicians to keep your vehicles on the road. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at Highway 3 South in Northfield, or find us at valleyautohouse.net.
We're back to Radio Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com here in the bottom of the third. Game's tied 1-1 to the Byron Bears. And we're going to see Gabe Sawyer lead off this bottom of the third here for the Northfield Raiders.
This is a time when Gabe Sawyer can really boost his team. Senior captain, one of the hearts of the team. I'd say Spencer is probably the heart of the team.
Absolutely.
But he's behind the plate, been behind the plate all year, batting .241. This would be a time for a clutch leadoff base hit to bring up the very lethal top of the order. but he quickly goes down 0-1.
Yeah, has there been a game or two that he wasn't behind the plate? I mean,
I don't even know. I think he's been behind the plate almost all year. Maybe a Faribault game or two, not to pick on Faribault, but they are the worst team in the Big Nine.
Yeah,
Howie probably started that one.
Oakland Athletics of this Big Nine section.
Yeah, now down 0-2.
Raiders faced Faribault in the first game of this section tournament, and it wasn't exactly the closest game ever. So
no, but they still got it done, 8-0.
Yeah, got to play every game. 8-0 here, or 0-2 here to Gabe Sawyer. And that ball misses outside and brings us to 1-2. We see some more Raiders fans flooding in here. These Byron fans, this game and last, have been very loud, very vocal of this, very supportive of this team. We've seen it so far today, and Gabe Sawyer misses on that one for the first out of the inning. And we're going to the top of the order with Jake Geiger here.
That was Bartel's third strikeout of the game, all three swinging. He's been able to get through some of these Northfield hitters. He got through Jake Geiger earlier to start off the game. Jake Geiger went down swinging on a 2-2 count. But this one, Jake looks to put in play and be the guy to start off the Raiders.
Yeah, Bartel, the sophomore, done a great job navigating through this dangerous Raiders lineup, and that pitch hits the outside part of the plate. Geiger doesn't love it, but it has been a strike all day. It has been a strike all day, so we'll see what Geiger does here on 0-1. And he fouls that one off.
Geiger had to.
Yeah.
You just said it's been a strikeout day. Bartel knows it. Catcher's been setting up there. Bartel, obviously being a very good pitcher, tries to keep putting the ball there. Geiger has to defend that pitch, and let's see what Bartel does here on 0-2.
Yeah, caution, he's setting up a little outside there, but Geiger hits it. Shortstop going over into the 5-hole, bobbles it, and Geiger's on. Would have been a very tough throw, might have not gotten it off, but Geiger's on first anyways.
I don't know. We know Geiger's speed up here.
Yeah.
Folks, you at home have probably seen it too. Even without the bobble, that's a tough play for Tyler Fox, and Jake Geiger's speed, he probably is there no matter what.
Fox probably knew he had to rush the throw anyways. It might have caused the bobble. So here's a guy, really a lot of hustle here for Spencer Melgren.
Spencer Melgren had that single earlier to lead off the Raiders, was the guy to score back in the bottom of the first, looks to do it again.
Lifts that one into shallow left center, left fielder coming in, and he makes the catcher sent down. Spencer Melgren for the second out of this inning.
Spencer not happy with this one. I wonder, that looked kind of like a half swing. Maybe a miscommunication. There might have been a play on. I don't know. Hard to tell from up here. We're really focused on the game, not really seeing what Coach Spitzak's got in mind for the Raiders.
Yeah, and I wouldn't really know what Coach Spitzak was saying as much as you would, Gabe. I don't know if he switched up the signs at all here in sections, but with 2 outs, Jake Geiger on first. Here's Cam Kaiser. Geiger takes off. Cam takes it. The throw down. Misses. Geiger's going straight to third. And Spitzak is waving him. Or no, he's going to tell him to stay at third. And he's going. The shortstop had trouble, and he's going to score! Jake Geiger scores on about 3 errors. And the Raiders take a 2-1 lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Fire up Jake Geiger all the way from first base on a stolen base for second. Catcher's throw gets by. The throw gets by again in the infield, and then the third baseman, Brennan, cannot get a hold of it. Jake Geiger scores, giving the Raiders some new life here.
Speed kills here for the Northfield Raiders. Geiger scores. What a play. Great heads-up base running, too, and great decision by Josh Spitzak to send him there. Kaiser sends that ball straight up the middle. Shortstop goes over, easily throws it on to first. But the damage is done, as Jake Geiger made a great play down there on the base paths to give the Raiders a 2-1 lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the top of the fourth. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
After 12-plus years of notable success as an independent brokerage, Professional Pride Realty has joined forces with Century 21 Atwood to provide you with even more exceptional real estate experiences. With over 17 offices throughout Minnesota, Century 21 Atwood has been proudly serving Minnesota's real estate needs since 1867. Professional Pride Realty is proud to be partnering with Century 21 Atwood. We look forward to continuing to serve you with the same level of excellence you have come to expect from us, now with the added support and expertise of Century 21 Atwood.
Now that planting season has arrived, get to Thomas Gardens and Nursery in Faribault, formerly Tweehoffs, to get your vegetable garden started. They have starter cauliflower, broccoli, rhubarb, seed potatoes, and multiple varieties of onion sets. Thomas Garden and Nursery also has straw bales, potting soil, blueberry and raspberry bushes, and pansy bowls to make your garden beautiful. Bring your own containers and they'll fill them with plants of your choice. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 11 to 4. Get your garden started with the help of Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and North.
And we're back to Radio Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com after the very exciting base running from Jay Geiger there in the bottom of the third. Nolan Thompson back out for his fourth inning of work here against the Byron Bears lineup. And he's going to face number 5, Owen Jefferson Kroc here to lead off the fourth.
Byron Bears in a good spot. Jefferson Kroc, DH for them. Did strike out last time. No one got the best of him, but a hitter that can really hit. 460 on the season. 23 hits. I mean, Byron doesn't want anyone else hitting right now. Try and help them get that one back, because that one's popped straight up.
And Spencer Melgen. Yeah, Spencer Melgen's going to camp under it very easily. To the first out of the inning very quickly for the pop-up, and that's going to bring up number 18, Nick Netsky, the senior first baseman for this Byron Bears team.
Well done by Nolan again. I feel like this might be the third straight inning that this has happened where Nolan was able to get an out off that first pitch or that first batter. So well done by him so far this game to really deal. Yeah, sitting at 41 pitches through 3 innings, three and a third innings. So well done by him, and exactly what we were expecting to see from the senior ace.
Yeah, he lit off the first with getting Tyler Fox to pop out there. And he's down 2-0 here. And umpire's telling him something. Looks like he might have balked there.
But how would that,
I don't know,
change the count?
He is changing the count to 3-0 here. I don't know exactly what happened. Aaron Reister is getting an explanation from the base ump, or the third base ump there. We'll look for an explanation in a little bit here. But for now, the count is 3-0. That ball's fouled off. Surprised to see him swinging there.
I like the aggressiveness. I do think it's interesting, but I do like the aggressiveness. They are down by 1, 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. So you kind of have to be aggressive in this situation, especially with a good pitcher. And at a point where Nolan was really not happy with whatever happened to force this count to full.
Yeah, when we saw Aaron Reister talking to the third base umpire, it looks like he was making a wiping motion a lot on his legs, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Geiger throws on to first to get him out for the second out of the inning. So now 2 outs, no one on. And we're going to see the 9-hole hitter, Quentin Holmes.
Well done by Geiger there. Waiting, being patient, seeing that big hop is coming, gloves it, slings it down to Jake Cashin over at first, and the Raiders are quickly up with 2 outs.
Thompson starts his wind-up, and his pitch popped up. Spencer Melgren going over, so is Jake Geiger. Jake Geiger is going to call him off and make the catch right in front of second base. Raiders setting down 1-2-3. Raiders are up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the bottom of the fourth here on NorthfieldLive.com.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall with all of your mailing and printing needs. We can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
Tires hit the road, potholes everywhere. You need a tire that will be able to handle the rugged terrain of spring roads in Minnesota. Witt Brothers is here to equip you with all of the top tire brands. This spring, you can save with huge rebates on Bridgestone, Firestone, Goodyear, and more. Get the best wheels on your ride and stay prepared for whatever the roads throw your way. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street, downtown.
And we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Austin Kep's going to lead off for the Raiders here up against Byron's sophomore pitcher, Gavin Bartell. So we'll see what damage he can do here leading off the bottom of the fourth with the Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Both teams still have their starters out. I think we could expect that here, being this must-win situation for both teams. For Byron, It means a state berth and the section tournament win, sorry. And for the Raiders, it means they stay alive and force a game 2 for them to try and reach that state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Kep steps in with an open stance. The first pitch to him. Swing fouled, tip into the catcher's glove.
Back in the first, Kep had a single that scored Spencer Malgren. Something he's really been doing a lot of lately. He hasn't seen a whole lot of fastballs that he can really barrel, but he has been getting singles, and he looks to do it again here as this one's ripped down and over to the shortstop. Tyler Fox makes the play for out 1.
Quick out there for Byron, getting Austin Kep, a very dangerous hitter, to ground out, and great pitching from Gavin Bartell there. That'll bring up Aaron Reister, the 5-hole hitter here for the Raiders, playing third base in this game.
Aaron back in the first had a ball that arguably could have been a base hit. Tyler Fox was all over it. On a very, very nice hit.
Yeah, absolutely. First pitch to Reister, taken for a ball. Looked a lot like some strike calls that were called earlier in the game, but the Raiders are going to take it. And he fouls that one off. Brings us to 1-1. Looks like that was going right on the outside. That's been called a strike all day. So Aaron Reister knows exactly what's going on with this opened up zone.
I think he saw a couple of them his last AB. Knows he's got to hit it. Looking to put one in play here.
Yeah, absolutely. And he takes that one low for ball 2. Good discipline there from Aaron Reister to get to a 2-1 count.
Bartell sitting at 39 pitches already, comparative to Thompson. Thompson's at 47. So both pitchers about even with work as Howie rips that one through the 5-hole. Just jumps on that fastball. Well done by him to start off the Raiders. And now he's back.
So here's Eschen, first baseman, and he can definitely put a ball through the 5-hole, as we've seen earlier in this tournament.
He almost did it again earlier today. Jake Fox has been making tons of plays. He has 4, I think, already today. And 5 total chances. So Jake Eschen hoping to put that ball in the same spot Howie did and get the Raiders going.
Yeah, and we'll see him swings, and I think he got a little piece of that, but it's strike 1 either way. And, we talk about him going up the opposite way, but he can still pull it, get some power in that bat there. Right fielder is a little back, it looks like.
Yeah, it's surprisingly for a lefty, a very large gap in right center. They must have read the scouting report and know that Jake Eschen likes to hit Oppo.
Well, he hit a ground ball there earlier in this game. He did it in the game last Saturday. They definitely know from first-hand experience. Good inside-out swing from the lefty, and it's a 1-1 count to him. He tries to call time, doesn't get it, and he's swinging that ball. Hits it to the shortstop. 6-4, 3, not in time. Jake Eschen sits at first.
Well done by Jake Eschen to hustle that one out. Tough for Aaron Reister there on first base. Kind of that routine double play ball that Byron is hoping to get. But the Raiders stay alive, only taking one out there on a potential double play. And Jake Eschen hit it to the same spot basically and is now on board for the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Seth Thompson with 2 outs now. There's a big gap in between the first baseman and second baseman here.
There's a big gap still in right center with another lefty up to plate back-to-back for the Raiders. So I'm surprised that Byron hasn't adjusted their center fielder and their left fielder. However, Seth, a little bit on the struggle bus as of late, looking to turn it around. I think this is the exact moment that he can do it. Gets that inside pitch for ball 2. If he gets that inside pitch again, I think that right center gap is his, and he can get a base hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Beeling out in center for this Byron team, a fast guy. We've seen it before in the games, in this game, in the game before. And there's strike 1, the outside part of the plate. It does go both ways to both righties and lefties, that outside part. So now it's 2-1. And the pitch to Thompson. Strike 2. Thompson doesn't love it.
It's a great pitch by Bartell. That's that same spot on righties as that outside part of the plate. Now inside to Thompson as Northfield hopes to get on this 2-2 count.
And there's ball 3. Good take there from Seth Thompson to load up the count. And with 2 outs and a runner on, we'll expect to see Jake Ashton taking off here.
I was going to mention a pitch earlier. We won't see Jake Ashton taking off anytime other than on a 3-2 with 2 outs. For he has 0 stolen bases. Seth swings to that one. Bartell able to put him away.
Yep, Raiders strand 1-on-1 hit. Up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the top of the 5th already here on NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
And we are back to Radio Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Nolan Thompson now here for his 5th inning of work. And the Raiders are up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard here over the Byron Bears in the first game of this section final.
Yeah, very close game as you'd expect. 2 evenly matched teams. Byron 17-5 record. Northfield 18-6, and Northfield's only 18-6 really because they had to play that extra game in that elimination bracket against Winona, in which they did get the win 8-4. As Thompson deals here to Tyler Fox. Byron has returned to the top of the order in the 5th inning. 51 minutes, folks. 51 minutes through 5 innings. You'd never see that, especially here at this high school level, as that one's grounded out. Spencer Melgren in time for the routine play.
Yeah, this game has been flying by. I think we started a few minutes early, but that does not really matter here, as now it's going to be the junior Isaiah Brennan. We saw him flash the leather in the first game on Saturday, and we'll see what he can do with the bat here. I think he's 1 for 2 so far in this game. Yep. Has scored the Byron Bears' only run so far. And Thompson misses
good
just
pitch,
high.
Good pitch.
Yeah, it looks like he took a little off that one, and it was a great pitch, but an even better take from Isaiah Brennan there.
Thompson's been able to find his rhythm. We kind of expect that, being a guy who averages about nearly 6 innings a game when he pitches, and through 4.5 here, going into his fifth inning of work, 52 pitches, found his groove, gotten outs as of late, sort of stopped the Byron hitters. Is that one almost gloved by Jake Geiger? Isaiah Brennan finds himself his 2nd hit of the day, and the guy that led off the Byron runs back in the 1st inning does it again here in the 5th.
Yeah, absolutely. Great hit there by Isaiah Brennan going straight up the middle. Jake Geiger almost got there, but couldn't quite. And Nolan Thompson, as we've said before, he's took home all the accolades so far, or pretty much. Won Raiders' best pitcher, Raider Baseball MVP, Big 9 All-Conference, Section 1 AAA All-Section, and Big 9 Pitcher of the Year. So great season so far from him so far. And he misses low there.
Yeah, definitely the guy you want on the mound. Keep your hopes alive here. So far they're doing it. Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard over Byron, threatening with a runner on first, and a very powerful hitter, Jake Koshny, at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Takes that one for a strike there, brings us to 1-1. Koshny didn't like it, but it's been a strike all day, so we'll see what he does here on 1-1 now. 1 out, runner on first. Thompson comes set, throws it over to first, not there.
Brendan's not necessarily the guy to take off. Only 3 stolen bases on the season. But you never know. Byron here in this type of situation with only 1 out could put a hit and run type of play on.
And he misses that one just a little up and in. Brings us to 2-1 now.
Another close call there. That one this time goes in the favor of the Byron hitter and called the ball.
Yeah. Thompson comes set. His pitch. Grounded straight to Aaron Reister at third. Throws on to second. The throw to first. In time for the double play. Nice turn there from Aaron Reister and Spencer Melgren there to end the inning. Byron Strands none on one hit. Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the bottom of the fifth on NorthfieldLive.com.
Is my passion. Even on the busiest days, I make time to lace up. When knee pain started to slow me down, I knew it was my move, and I chose the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Their personalized care was phenomenal. They listened to my concerns and took the time to explain my options. Thankfully, I didn't need surgery. With the right treatment and information on how to take care of my knee, I'm ready for the road ahead. I appreciate the extra care the orthopedics team gave me at Northfield Hospital and Clinics.
Hometown Credit Union is proud to call Northfield and Dundas home. We offer a variety of loan options, checking, savings, and credit card accounts with a focus on financial wellness and member advocacy. You belong at Hometown Credit Union. Learn more at hometowncu.coop.
And we are back to Ready Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. We're going to do a quick replay on the double play here. Gabe, you going to break it down for us?
Yeah, I got it. So we see as that pitch comes in, line hard right at Aaron Reister, whips it down to Spencer. Spencer gets that right back to Jake Hessian. Your classic 5-4-3 double play, and exactly what the Raiders needed to end a very threatening top of the fifth inning.
Yeah, Nolan Thompson did a great job at limiting this Byron Bears lineup so far. Only allowed one run, and it was in the first, and has shut him down so far since. And here's Tyler Hughes, the right fielder for this Raiders team. Will probably start the second game if the Raiders do get there. Knock on wood.
Kind of deja vu, Joey. I mean, the Raiders holding a very slim lead, very tight game so far. Let's see if the outcome this time is different, however.
Yeah, we just got to avoid that top of the sixth. Tyler fouls that one off. Raiders will be the home team for both of these games if we do play two, as they are the 1 seed versus the 3 seed.
By the looks of it so far, the Raiders are planning and will play 2 games. And this one's only gone an hour, folks. Bottom of the 5. Good spot to be. As Tyler Hughes fouls that one off as well.
So now 0-2 to Tyler Hughes. Bartell done a great job on the mound for this Byron Bears team. Not sure who we'll see for pitching in the second game from the Byron Bears. But we'll be ready for anything. Or the Raiders lineup will be. So 0-2 to Tyler Hughes, leadoff batter for this inning. And he grounds that to the second baseman. Neerman throws it on to first to Tyler Hughes.
Hughes hit the ball in the same spot last time for his last AB. Obviously, wish he was a little bit more on time, not grounding out to the second baseman. But at least he put the ball in play.
Yeah, so here's the catcher and the 9-hole hitter for this Raiders team, Gabe Sawyer. 9-hole, really just a second leadoff spot. Great leader on this team. Great defensive catcher, too. And he can swing the bat. So we'll see what he can do here. Takes it low and in. Checked his swing a little bit. They checked it down to the first base umpire. I don't know if they needed to too much there, but they did. Always nice to check.
Yeah, Gabe's definitely the guy right now that they need to get a hit. Sadly went down with that one out, as we just saw with Tyler Hughes. But if he can get them started, bring up a very dangerous top of the order. We saw it earlier in the third inning. Jake Geiger was able to get on from an error, and he ended up scoring on multiple errors. So definitely a place that the Raiders want to be, especially if Gabe Sawyer can get a hit here.
Yeah, Gabe Sawyer gets on. We go straight to the top of the order with Jake Geiger, and he has a 3-0 count here. Perfect spot here, assuming he'll have the take sign all the way.
Not an uncommon spot for Gabe Sawyer. 10 walks on the season. This would be the perfect time for the Raiders to get a man aboard, whether it's a walk, whether it's a base hit, as the 3-0. Deals for ball 4. Gabe Sawyer on base. The lethal top of the Raiders order. We've been talking about it all year, all tournament. Just the spot the Raiders want to be.
And here is Gavin, courtesy run for Gabe Sawyer, the catcher.
Yep. Sorry, I almost cut you off there. I was going to say the same thing because we got stuff to talk about with Gavin Novotny. Usually we would hope to see him out in center field. Obviously, Cam Kaiser, an all-star player, starting over him. However, on the base paths, 11 stolen bases. Gavin, one of the top 3 guys, and right here we could expect, I don't even know, Geiger's a guy who can bunt that has speed. Geiger can hit the ball. So I would expect some sort of play using Gavin to try and get him to second, even third here with this AB.
Yeah, Gavin swiped a bag in the Saturday game against Byron. So we'll see if he takes off here with Jay Geiger at bat and 1 out.
I'm especially certain that Byron knows, too, that Gavin's looking to do something. Wouldn't be surprised if we see potential pitch out. There's a back pick. Gavin read that and back in time. As I was just saying, I think we can expect Byron knows what Gavin's got, so we can see either potentially a pitch out on a steal, back pick as we just saw.
Yeah, Jake Koshny, the Byron catcher, knows exactly that Gavin Novotny is very fast, and he is extremely ready to try to throw him out. So the 1-0 pitch to Geiger, taken for strike 1. So now 1-1, 1 out, and a runner on first for the leadoff hitter. Ortel steps on. And comes set now. Koshny setting up a little outside. And Geiger takes that ball in the dirt. So 2-1 now to Jake Geiger. And we are about an hour into this game finally. And we're in the bottom of the 5th already.
Yeah, I think Bartel is getting a little shaky on the mound. The two of the 3 balls that we've seen have not been great pitches. As Gavin takes off there, Geiger swings to try and push Gavin even further on the bases. Probably a hit and run situation. That's the perfect count. That 2-1 hitters count that hitters look for. And Geiger will have to reset as he now is at 2-2.
Yeah, we'll see if Gavin takes off again. It's about a 50-50 chance, I'd think. 2-2 here to Jake Geiger. Don't want to take the bat out of his hands. He takes that one low and away for ball 3.
I think Bartel was expecting it again. Some aggressiveness from Gavin on the base paths as he misses that one low in the dirt for the second time at least this AB.
Yep, 2 balls in the dirt so far. That one looked like it was even an off speed there. Trying to get Geiger to swing. Base umpire says something to the pitcher.
Looks like they're adjusting the count here. Is in fact not 3-2, but 2-2 according to the umpires.
Spitzak's going to try to get an explanation here. So we're going to... Yeah.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering we saw 1-1 earlier. We just saw 2-1. And where Geiger fouled that one off, and then the ball in the dirt for 3-2. So
yeah, they're going to move it to 2-2 officially.
Wow, they're going to take a ball away from Geiger.
And you know what? I think that the first pitch might have been called a strike, is what we saw. That ball is popped up into the infield. Shortstop makes the catch, throws it back to first to get Gavin Novotny at first. Double play from Tyler Fox to end the Raiders' threat. Raiders strand none on 1 walk. Going into the top of the 6th, up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Auto Haus is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, all Valley Auto Haus technicians are I-CAR trained and certified by all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle repairs. Valley Auto Haus on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohaus.net. Go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
And we are back to Ready Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Nolan Thompson back out for his 6th inning of work here in the top of the 6th. Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Little confusion near the end of the bottom of the 5th there.
We're still confused up here in the booth how that worked out. They took away a ball from Geiger. Sadly, then he has to fight and pops one out, and then Gavin caught a little off there and gets doubled off.
So either way here, we're going to see, I can't tell who that is actually.
Beelan.
It is Beelan. Takes ball 1 there.
dangerous spot, as we know. Byron, in their previous meeting, was able to get their runs in the 6th inning, and they're in another spot here with Reed Beelan, who takes for 2-0, a guy who's batting .390 on the season, 23 hits, one of these team leaders, and very dangerous.
And it's going to move to 3-0. We'll see if they change the count here. So Beelan, the very speedy leadoff hitter, swiped a bag in our last meeting. And 3-0 count, ball 4. 4-pitch walk Beelan brings up Spencer Neerman, the second baseman.
Neerman earlier in the 1st inning had that base hit. I believe that's what they scored Isaiah Brennan on. And again, I mentioned it like just seconds ago, this is a dangerous spot for the Raiders and very threatening for Byron. They're a hitting team. It's late in the game. Northfield's only up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. As that one
What a play by Jake Geiger. Throws it on to first. Not in time. Almost a great double play, but a great catch from Jake Geiger to get the first out of the inning.
Whoa. Well done by Geiger, as Joey just said. Grabs that one. I don't know, folks. That was a lot closer than I think. Gavins was a lot closer than that. Geiger made the great play as the throw comes back. Obviously, runner is still safe, and the Raiders getting out there.
Yeah, so that ball misses high there. Almost a great double play, but it's still a great catch from Jake Geiger. Batter is Owen Jefferson. It is Kalen Hubert, excuse me. And 1-0 to him. Lifts that ball. Geiger goes over just a few steps, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And now it's Owen Jefferson Croc, the junior DH.
Well done by Thompson to get through 2 dangerous Byron hitters, except sadly he's got to face a 3rd one. But so far today, Thompson's been able to get the best of Jefferson Croc as he struck him out once and made him pop out to Spencer.
Yeah, Jefferson Croc, the 7-hole hitter here for this Byron team. Thompson sits him down here. He'll face 8-9 top, and he balked. That'll put Beelan on second on the balk. Don't know exactly what he did, but Beelan's going to be on second.
Not what Thompson was hoping for, especially in this point of the game, as he misses that one outside.
So 1-0 count now. Jefferson Croc DHing for the pitcher. And he fouls that one off and out of play. Brings us to 1-1 with 2 outs and a runner on second.
Thompson's not looking for anything super flashy, super pretty. He just needs get down to the gritty, get that one last out they needed to get through. A fatal top 6. That one's flat out. Cam Kaiser under that ball sits and gets the 3rd out of the inning. Well done by the Raiders and Nolan Thompson.
Byron Strand's 1-on-1 walk. Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard going into the bottom of the 6th on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
And we're back to Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Raiders up 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Gavin Bartell out for his 6th inning of work here for the Byron Bears. Only allowed 2 runs so far, but the Raiders are up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Some have been really surprised to see a lot from the Raider baseball team, and so far in this tournament, a lot of pitchers are going deep. 6-7 innings. We've seen multiple complete games. Gavin Bartell himself had a complete game against Winona. back when they played them, I believe, last week. And Thompson himself, complete game against Faribault, looking to probably go all 7 again. And now it's the Raiders' turn to see if they can get Bartel out of this game as Spencer leads us off in the bottom of the 6th.
First pitch to Spencer, strike one, or no, ball one, misses just high. So 1-0 now to Spencer Melgren. Doesn't look like we've had any defensive substitutions here for the Byron Bears. Spencer fouls that one off, not a play. Straight back over the press boxes here in Red Wing Athletic Field. Count is 1-1 to the leadoff hitter for the inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Spencer didn't look fully committed to the swing. So it's 1-2 now. That's something he really wants back, especially in this tight-knit game. Raiders up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders have 4 hits. Byron has 7. And that bat you really need, and right here will take for ball 2 on a very close play, very close pitch. Saw Tyler Fox go down to his knees there. Same with the pitcher. Everyone sort of thought, wow. And Spencer, a little saving grace. Let's see what we can do here on 2-2. Gutsy take there. And he fouls that one off, stays alive. And there was a lot of exit velo on that foul ball. So 2-2 now still.
Spencer 1 for 2 on the day, hoping to grab his second base hit, match what he did last time against the Byron Bears, going 3 for 2 with 2 solid beat-out singles.
And the pitch to Spencer pops up, fouling out of play. Lands on top of the net over the crowd. And maybe between games, someone will get that one down.
Spencer still alive here on 2-2, especially after a close, gutsy take as he looks to drive one to the outfield.
Yeah, Spencer working the count here. Bartel at 68, now at 69. Spencer grounds at the second baseman, throws it on to first to retire Spencer for the first out of the inning. So to bring up Cam Kaiser, center fielder, star for the Raiders. We'll see what damage he can do here with 1 out and no one on.
Cam's been looking to get some hits. He's been, I would say, for Cam standards, he's been decent as of late. Not what he was really hoping for, but definitely a guy that you can still always have confidence in to give you a hit. 368 on the season, 25 hits, 22 walks, leads the team, so he's definitely got great eyes. And in a spot like this, with 1 out and now up 1-0, great guy to have.
Yeah, and kind of low for Cam Kaiser standards. It's still great. And there's strike 1, brings us to 1-1.
Surprising today, Joey, looking at this book, a lot of plays by the shortstops and second basemen. So it's good to see that the hitters are on time. They're just not getting that barrel path that they're looking for to drive them out into the outfield.
That one missed low and away in the dirt, brings us to 2-1 here to Cam Kaiser. 1 out, no one on.
And that's actually what I was mentioning about the middle infield. That's for both sides. I swear Jake Geiger has made at least 5 or 6 plays this game. Spencer 3-4 as Cam rips that one
very deep into right center field. Beelan going back, it's down. Kaiser's into second, going for 3. The relay throw to third, not in time. Cam Kaiser has a 1-out triple.
Fire up Cam Kaiser, what we've been talking about all day. Executed just what we want. Right center fly ball. Cam's on third base. Northfield has a chance to put themselves up as Austin Kemp comes up to the plate.
Yeah, very dangerous hitter here with a runner on third and 1 out. And we'll see what he can do here. Raiders are up 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, looking for an insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Byron's infield's going to come in, try and stop this run, but all Kemp has to do is lift one like he's been doing, just to that outfield grass, and score Cam.
Absolutely. Doesn't even have to be too far with the infield being in, just has to land or be caught. Cam's very fast. That ball misses high. So 1-0 now to Austin Kemp. Wouldn't be surprised if we see them pitch around here, try to get a runner on first to see if they can induce a double play. And
exactly what they're going to do. They're intentionally walk Kemp, put him on first, try and get a ground ball, a double play that they can get themselves out of the inning. But in reality, all we have to do is A, put one through a gap, or B, fly one out somewhere. A sac fly would work just as well here. All we have to do is score a run, and so far, Aaron Reister's the guy to do it. Been on fire today, had that double play earlier, had a very clutch single back in the 4th inning. Let's see what he can do here.
And the middle infield is going to stay in.
Weird. See, usually the middle infielders would be deep trying.
Kep's already going off. Took off way before the pitch as Aaron Reister takes strike 1.
Well, we're completely wrong. Well done by Kep and the Raiders, and now there's no double play opportunity, really, from an infield standpoint, as Howie has 2 runners in scoring position, looking to find another hit in this game.
Yeah, Kep was behind the second baseman by the time the ball was out of the pitcher's hand, and Howie's down 0-2. Great base running there from Austin Kep. Recognized that the infield was going to stay in, and he had plenty of time to get onto second. Infield in, 1 out. Runners on second and third for Aaron Reister. And the pitch taken for a ball. Very risky take there. That has been called a strike right around there all day.
Especially on a tough 0-2 count. He's happy about that one.
Yeah.
He saw it, obviously. I mean, it's, as you said, it's been close there. Now he's got to protect that spot because I don't know if he'll get that again.
And he takes it again and gets rung up.
Sorry to jinx you, Aaron, but we saw it from up here. It was a close call. And as you said, Joey, he's rung up for Bartel's 5th strikeout of the day.
Yeah, both those balls looked in similar areas, but I don't know. You can't really expect the umpire to call that a ball twice in a row, especially when he's been calling a strike all day. So now here's Jake Eschen. The infield is playing normal depth now, and he takes strike 1. We'll see if Eschen can hit a ground ball through the 5-hole here to knock in Cam Kaiser on third.
This is the intensity of a section final game that you'd expect. 2-1. Raiders are up on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2 outs, 2 runners on, both in scoring position. Very solid hitter, made contact all day today in the same spot, looking to really just drive it through and score at least 1, if not 2 runs.
Yeah, 1-1 now to Jake Eschen with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Swing, foul tip, straight back into the catcher's glove. So now 1-2 to Jake Eschen with 2 outs, and we'll see what he can do here.
Yep, very big count for him, especially a time when you need it. Starting off with that leadoff. I wouldn't say leadoff, but the hit that started this inning, a triple by Cam Kaiser. He's been there 90 feet away. See if they can put him in.
And he fouls it off. Would have been great if it was in fair territory, but it was pretty much out of play. Had me fooled for a second there.
Yeah, me too. I thought off the bat that one would drop right in front of the left fielder, Hubert. But in fact, it's not, as Jake Eschen still alive here, 1-2.
Bartel comes set. And he balked. He's going to balk and a run. What? No. Eschen called time. Never mind. I didn't see Eschen called time, so he does not balk as Eschen had called time, but
must have been a very vocal thing from Eschen, seeing as how Bartel was sort of looking for a while. No balk call, so Eschen here has to fight off a pitch.
Eschen hits it into center field, down for a base hit. It'll score Kaiser from third. Kept coming in from second. And Jake Eschen has a 2-run single. The senior first baseman gives the Raiders 2 insurance run, and the Raiders go up 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard here in Red Wing over the Byron Bears.
Fire up, Jake Eschen. Wow, 1-2. He's been battling all day. Finally puts that one over Tyler Fox's head. Scores 2 runs. Raiders up 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. And now we have a talk from the Byron Bears head coach.
And we do have an instant replay up that is brought to you by Northfield Hospital and Clinics. Thank you to them and all our sponsors here as they really allow this broadcast to run. And now with 2 outs and Jake Eschen on first, we're going to see Seth Thompson. And we'll see if we get a pitching change. I haven't noticed any action in the Byron bullpen or the Raiders bullpen so far this game. And yeah, he's going to let Bartel stay out there, face Seth Thompson, looking to heat up his bat here.
That is exactly what the Raiders need to do, especially in the section final with the game and their season on the line. The great piece of hitting by Jake Eschen, fighting off 1-2. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Absolutely.
Score both runners, your guy stays on, and now Seth Thompson comes up to the plate.
What the Raiders were lacking in the Byron game last Saturday, they have here, as they have been getting those runners on and driving them in. So Seth has a 1-0 count now, with the Raiders up 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. And he takes strike one there, brings us to 1-1.
The Raiders are able and have today more hits than they did against Byron last Saturday. 6 hits today, 5 hits on Saturday, and they're looking to still keep rolling.
Bartell steps off here. Doesn't throw it over, but gives a look. Don't expect Ashton to take off here. I believe you said he has no stolen bases so far.
No, but you never know. He might swipe a bag.
I know what it's like to not have a whole lot of stolen bases. Seth takes that ball high. So 2-1 now to Seth Thompson. And Bartell's pitch swung on, fouled off. We'll see if Seth shortens up that swing here with 2 strikes.
A good count. You probably can't hear it up here in the booth, but the Raiders have a fun little twos chant they try and do, and still some luck in their hitters. Let's see if it works for Seth Thompson here.
And he swings and misses to end the inning. But the damage is done as Jake Eschen drives home 2 on that single, gives the Raiders a 4-1 lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders score 2 off of 3 hits, going into the top of the 7th, up 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Gotcha. And we're back to Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Nolan Thompson out for his 7th inning of work. So far only allowed 1 earned run here. And he's trying to end this game and go to a second game here in the section finals against the Byron Bears. Great game so far today. Raiders just increased their lead to 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard off of Jake Eschen 2 RBI single. And we're going to face number 18, Nick Netsky, to lead off the inning. Very dangerous hitter. Went 2 for 3 with a double in our last game. We'll see what he does to lead off this top of the 7th. Swings, pops it up into right center field. Cam Kaiser making a long run. What a catch! Cam Kaiser with a diving catch for the first out of the inning. And a great way to start it off.
Holy cow, Cam Kaiser. We saw it at the plate just an inning ago with his right center triple. Now he robs a base hit from Nick Netsky and gives the Raiders a huge first out, especially as Thompson deals through his 7th inning of work.
Absolutely. Now it's the 9-hole batter, Quentin Holmes. He's the ace of this Byron Bears team, and he fouls that one off.
Wondering if we might see Holmes pitch at some point here in this follow-up game, because right now, folks, the Raiders are moving on to face Byron again here shortly following this first one.
Still 2 outs to go, though. And that ball misses high. Raiders will be the home team in the next game as the count is 1-1 to the right fielder, Quentin Holmes. Thompson's pitch. Swung on, popped up, fouling out of play.
Thompson reaches pitch number 70 with that foul ball. All season, he's been efficient. 6+ innings for most of his starts, and in the section finals game. He doesn't look any different, and sure enough, here we are in the top of the 7th. Well done by Nolan Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson gets his new ball there. They send that one back to the dugout. Must have had something wrong with it or really scuffed up. So 1-2 now. Thompson's pitch. Fouled off. Defensive swing there from Holmes. Did a good job just fouling it off and staying alive. And we'll see what this Byron 9-hole batter does here. Thompson's ready. He starts his wind-up. And he fouls that one off. Holmes is battling here.
Well done by Holmes. Fouling off close pitches. Obviously, you want to put the ball in play, but if it means keeping your team alive to swing at stuff that might not be strikes but could be close calls, well done.
Absolutely. Thompson gets him to ground the ball to Jake Geiger. Fields it cleanly, throws it on to first. And it's past Jake Eschen at first base. Looks like it just snuck under his glove there. And there's going to be a runner on with 1 out for the top of the order with Tyler Fox.
Not too common from Jake Geiger. He got the hop. That's the first step. The throw is the second part. Not able to get it there in time. Scoots past Jake Eschen. Byron now with the runner on first. They're back to the top of their lineup with Tyler Fox, who so far today, Nolan Thompson's been all over him. Hasn't gotten a hit yet. So Nolan's here looking to make him put a ball in play and maybe even get a double.
And we are going to see a pinch runner here. It is number 3, Matt Freegard. So he's going to pinch run over at first for Quentin Holmes. Tyler Fox 0 for 3, as he had said. Thompson looking to induce a double play to end this game. Comes set. His pitch lifted into right field. Hughes coming in. It's down. Eschen and Melgren collided behind first base, and the ball lands. So now 1 out, runners on first and second for Isaiah Brennan. And Spitzak is going to come out and talk to this Raiders team.
Byron able there to get two lucky breaks. Back-to-back errors for the Raiders, puts 2 runners aboard, and now in their spot where they want to be, where this 2 through 6 basically are lethal hitters and can do a lot of damage here and try and cut back those 3 ones that they lost here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, very deep team here for this Byron Bears. So Spitzak's going to come off the field, and Thompson's going to face Isaiah Brennan, as we've said, the junior third baseman.
I don't believe we'll see any action from the Raider bullpen.
Still nothing so far.
However, they might send a guy out just in case. You can never be too cautious here, especially in a tight situation.
Thompson's first pitch. Strike 1. Great way to start it off. Do you know who the Raiders have written down for a bullpen here?
Tegan Melgren.
Assuming, yeah.
He's been their guy all tournament. They haven't had to use him. Their only times that they went to a relief pitcher was last time when they played Byron. They had to use Isaiah Steiner. And so far here, as Nolan deals one straight back.
Nolan fields it, throws it on to second. Geiger throws it on to first to end the game. Raiders win 4-1 over the Byron Bears to push a second game in this section finals.
Well done by Thompson. Gloving that one straight back. I believe that's the second time that's happened to him today. Raiders able to get that double play, the game ender. They win 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. And we will see these 2 teams face off again here very shortly for a very big winner-take-all state tournament berth game on NorthfieldLive.com.
We are going to come back for a post-game wrap-up after an ad break presented by Service Master by I. Raiders win 4-1 over Byron. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
So as this replay comes in for us, Nolan pitches to Brennan. Lines that one straight back. He throws it. Geiger right there at the base. Shoots it down to Eschen for that inning ender. 1-6-3 double play. Just like how they write it up in practice. Well done by them. Perfect execution.
Absolutely. And a great game from the Raiders. Win 4-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard off the back of some great base running from Jake Geiger. Scored that second run in the bottom of the third. Absolutely fantastic. There was some throwing errors, and Geiger recognized that, got to home on trying to steal second. And in the bottom of the sixth, they got some insurance run when Jake Eschen lifted a ball into center field and scored two, with Cam Kaiser and Austin Kett both scoring on that one. So we're going to play again here in a little bit, assuming it's usually about a 20-minute break between the two games. We'll see how long it is, and we'll be back for another Northfield Raiders Byron Bears game. And that one will decide the section finals and give the winner of that a state berth. Thank you for watching Raider Baseball Northfield Live. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Joey Hudson, joined by Gabe Heinritz. Adam Reeser has been producing. Lance Reeser has been running that mobile camera down there. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes for another game.
Opportunity in front of the goal. The shot, and they score! And he caught it! Touchdown, Geiger! How did he haul that in?
And she's going to go around the front. She scores! Taylor Puppy! Shot for three. That one is good. He nails another one.
Moving slowly in. Tries to go to the backhand and scores! Andrew Winter on the penalty shot puts the Raiders up 1-0.